Yo, what's up, Bonehaw? Shujinkydink here. Welcome to a video all about Jax. I held a Twitter poll asking which character I should play for the next Combat League, and Jax barely edged it out over Garrus. So we're going to be learning about Jax, and I just wanted to make a video of everything I've kind of labbed so far. I think the next Combat League season starts next week. I got a few days here to kind of figure out what's going on, but yeah, I just wanted to share with you what I've learned and maybe ask for your advice if you are a Jax player or a Jax main even, or just know a lot about the character. Just make sure that I'm kind of on the right track. So let's get into it.
Accept your death.
Alright, so let's talk about his abilities here. So there's a couple right off the bat that I labbed and I thought, why would I ever use this? Buckshot is one of them. For a character that just like wants to be in your face all the time and like needs every kind of advantage she can get, like full screen or half screen, this move just seemed like it gave up too much in the way of the thumper for the hit advantage and the knockdown and all that kind of stuff that you get. Perhaps I'm wrong and there is some use to this, but I couldn't find it. To be fair though, I didn't spend too much time on it. I just kind of went like, okay, well, the thumper is not a bad anti-zoning tool, and especially for Jax he needs it. So let me know, I didn't even really give Buckshot that much of a chance. The other one that I kind of just outright said no to was the Ground Shatter. The idea is nice, but I think it's just way too slow. As far as startup, like when are you ever going to hit somebody with it? I couldn't get anything to combo into it. But again, maybe I'm just overlooking something, but it just seemed like, why would I use it? Burning Hammer. Interesting idea. Anti-air grabs don't seem that great in this game. Shao Kahn's actually isn't terrible, but so I haven't really ruled this one out, but it's just one that right off the bat I was kind of like, no, I don't think so. So what I went for, being a rushdown kind of character, is the Expert Grappler, the 2-2-1+3, the Enhanced Outranked, the 2-2-1-1-2-2, and the Quad Grab. Now I think all three of these kind of work really well together, especially because there's lots of tick throws off of this 2-2-1-1 string that are kind of cool. So let's go into practice mode and I'll show you what I've kind of messed with here and some ideas that I had that might not work. I haven't played any games yet, so I'm just kind of labbing and trying to understand things. So when I was looking through Jax's normals, I really like his sweep, super fast, Also, he's got a 9-frame mid. That's one of the things that makes a character super duper good in this game. I don't think Jax is like super top tier by any means. I think he's probably like in the mid-high level somewhere in there. But 9-frame mid is definitely something that's going to help us out. Also, the back two I found really interesting because you can do like a little quick one here. It's 16 frames, which is fairly fast for an overhead. The thing is, he's minus 17, I believe, if it's blocked. So I have mixed feelings on that. Like, I feel like if you used it sparingly, might be a fun one to kind of throw out there every once in a while. But at 0 hit advantage and minus 17 on block, I don't really know. It seems a nice mix. You got, mids, throws, and you just throw in a little tap overhead to worry about. So, but I'll be trying it out and kind of seeing how it goes from there. So. Going into the strings, obviously this one here has the crushing blow. If you have the enhanced fists on, is pretty good. Boom, boom, boom. Also builds up a lot of the... This is something that actually didn't really interest me until I started playing around with it, was the resource management that it takes to kind of unlock a lot of moves with Jax's heated arms, Kind of come up with different ways to kind of build a third kind of meter, as you would say. I'm sure I'll get better with it as I kind of go along and get better with Jax, but right now it's kind of hard for me to understand when it's like fully charged or not. So I've kind of just been going by like when it gets to like his mid bicep, like here, like I think that would be fully charged. I mean, we also would have gained some charge from doing that move too, so... But that's another fun thing that I didn't really think about, so... And as far as the anti-zoning stuff goes, we got the ground pound, we got, like I was saying, the thumper move, and then if we want to build some of that, we also have these as well. So he does have some options. I don't think Jax is going to be out zoning anybody, but maybe you can get like a you know, the thumper does knock down, so if you maybe try and go for a trade or something, use that to kind of move in. That could be a strategy, so... but I think his main game kind of revolves around getting in, getting into the corner, and just kind of going ham with, you know, mids and of course the quad grab. That's another one I'm learning how kind of the combos work with it. Boom. And of course the actual input itself, because I've historically been very bad with command throws. So yeah, that's kind of the basics that I've found. Let's talk a little bit about the variation that I chose. So we have this string here. So this one is the 2-2-1-1, and I believe this ticks into the throw. So if they're blocking that, I have to do it before the second to last hit though, or else it will whiff. Same with if I do the 2-2-1-1-2-2. So that's interesting because if I don't do the tick grab, it actually goes into an overhead. Yeah, so the guess there is either duck the grab or get smoked by the overhead. And I can't really find the frames for that last overhead, I don't believe. Or at least I'm not sure, because when I go to this string here, it says start up 21. I don't know if that's for that last hit, because there seem to be 2 hits in that last one, so I don't know. I'll have to just kind of been playing around with it a little bit more, but I think that seems really strong. The only downside is it starts with a high, but I think as jacks, you're going to be getting people kind of blocking, respecting mids and stuff anyways, so might not be too bad of a thing. Of course, the throw. Oh, that's something I actually haven't checked to see if he's got crushing blows on his throws. For some reason, I want to say he doesn't, but... Oh, he has 1 on his forward throw, if the arms are heated. Okay. Yes, I did know that, actually, but now that's reinforced because I'm learning right before your very eyes. Ouch, 320 damage. That's a lot of damage. So, there was something else that... you know, I wanted to kind of play around with this Combat League Season 2, and that was like learning a character like from scratch, but also trying out like using 2 different variations, just depending on some matchups that maybe I'll need some different tools in. So I have a second variation here that I've come up with like based on the other tools I was playing around with, because I think that one's going to be very good for like a rush down and pressure kind of thing. This one's a little bit more towards mobility. Like I have the lethal clap, I have the duck and weave, and I have the Briggs Brigade. So we still have the ground pound, we still have the thumper, but we also have this projectile parry as well, which can help us get in, and then the duck and weave, the throw. I don't think that'll be very good in mix-ups because I think it's like too slow, but maybe you can gimmick somebody out. Going for that overhead, you know, then you hit him with the low. So, yeah, so this is kind of like I'm facing an overwhelming zoner kind of thing. I need something that's a little bit more than just the tools that I have in my base kit to kind of move in and get like my staggers and throws started and stuff. It does kind of weaken his up-close game quite significantly, but if he can't even get in to start anything to begin with, then what's the point of having good rushdown moves? It's kind of where I'm at with that. So, and that's pretty much all I've looked into with jacks. Something that I am kind of interested in is finding some combos with the lethal clap. I've seen some people do some crazy stuff in the corner, because yeah, you have to spend that in order to launch them. So if you know any of those combos, I'm going to be practicing and trying to figure them out myself in the practice mode. So always looking for some assistance or whatnot, or guidance to you amazing jacks players, and hoping we can have a good season of Combat League. So yeah, leave your comments and whatnot down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, because it really helps me out, and subscribe if you haven't, because I make new videos almost every single day. I've been kind of down and out this last week, so I'm getting back to it now. So hashtag Bonehawks and all that stuff, and we'll see all you Bonehawks in the next video.